Remember how the US began selling its campaign against Venezuela's Nicolas Maduro?
Maduro uses foreign terrorist organizations like TDA, Sinaloa, and Cartel of the Suns to bring deadly drugs and violence into our country.
Stop sending drugs into the United States.
They load the boats up with drugs.
The United States will impose and enforce sanctions to the maximum extent to deprive Maduro of the resources he uses to fund Cartel de los Soles.
He's offered everything, you're right. You know why? Because he doesn't want to f*** around with the United States.
That's what we've been hearing for months. Drugs, cartels, criminals. But Nicolas Maduro hadn't even made his first appearance in a US courtroom when the narrative changed.
We're going to have the big oil companies go in. They're going to fix the infrastructure. They're going to invest money.
They have the largest oil reserves on the planet. They have unbelievable riches.
You cannot continue to have the largest energy reserves in the world under the control of adversaries of the United States.
Ta-da! Oil. And things are moving fast. Trump has plans to get US energy giants back into Venezuela to rebuild infrastructure and start pumping. There are reports Energy Secretary Chris Wright will also meet with executives from Exxon and ConocoPhillips about Venezuela's oil industry this week. Now that we know it's all about oil, here's another fun fact about that claim Maduro led a drug trafficking empire called Cartel de los Soles. It's mentioned 32 times in the original grand jury indictment. Last year, both the US Treasury and State Departments designated the supposed cartel a terrorist organization, accusing Maduro of being responsible for terrorist violence throughout the Americas and trafficking drugs into the US and Europe. But have you read the US Justice Department's new indictment of Maduro? You know, the one it's using right now to justify why the US had to abduct a sitting head of state? Turns out, Cartel de los Soles doesn't exist. Rather, it says it's exactly what countless people have been saying all along, that Cartel de los Soles is not a cartel, nor even an organization. It's a slang term used in Venezuela to describe officials, usually in the military, who people believe are corrupted by drug money. Oh, and one more thing. What about democracy? US officials have leaned into the argument that Maduro had to go because he stole an election and was undemocratic. But when asked if Venezuela should now hold elections like millions of Venezuelans are hoping, US officials have said, no, it's not the right time.